1 this morning, NASA is set to launch its biggest rocket ever with the goal of eventually sending Americans back to the moon.
So you're looking live in just a second at Artemis 1. We're going to get this for you. It is on the launch pad at Kennedy Space Center.
Yeah,
there it is.
Right behind us. So we can almost touch it. Okay, so weather is going to be a big factor, and we're watching that. Our chief meteorologist, Betsy Kling, is in Cape Canaveral, Florida this morning, joining us live. And this is so exciting, Betsy. I can't even get over it. I've been saying it throughout the show. I'm completely jealous. But I mean, what you're going to witness, you've got to be goosebumps and then some.
Totally. And I have to tell you, Laura brought up the Falcon 9 rocket that she saw out of Jacksonville, which is a fur poke up the beach, okay? There was a Falcon 9 rocket launch Saturday night. It happened at about 11:41 p.m. And my hotel across the bay, 12 and a half miles from this area, had a beautiful view of it. I watched the rocket go. And about a minute later, I heard the roar and the building shook. That was 12 and a half miles away. That rocket created 1.2 million pounds of thrust. Wow. That rocket, 8.8 million pounds of thrust, and I'm only 4 miles from it. So I am expecting to literally have an earthquake here. Yeah, it's going to be incredible. And there is so much that is packed inside of that rocket, not just science experiments, but the people behind that rocket. Their hearts and souls have been poured into this project for a couple of decades, and that includes our friends at NASA's Glenn Research Center right there in Cleveland, and of course the Armstrong Test Facility in Sandusky, where the Orion space capsule went into the world's largest vacuum chamber for a few weeks. So very, very close ties to Cleveland. Not only the people working at our facilities, but it goes to the top too. Jim Free is an associate administrator for NASA. He oversees all of the development of everything of this Artemis program, all the pieces that make up the parts in the systems of the components of the rocket. He oversees the development of all of it. He has been, of course, watching all of this so closely over the years. I had a very cool opportunity to have a sit-down, an exclusive sit-down one-on-one interview with him, and what I found out very quickly is that Jim Free is humble.
When you were here in Cleveland and going to school, where did you go to school in Cleveland?
So I went to grade school at St. Mel's, which is in the West Park area, and then I went to high school at St. Ignatius.
Any teachers that stand out to you as being significant?
In high school, ironically, it's someone who teaches English. He's kind of famous football coach, Chuck Kyle, and he was just like, from teaching us Shakespeare to using Shakespeare quotes to help us get out of being in trouble with our parents, to just his passion around education. Probably the one that affected me the most.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy.
That he is. And I was walking around school. One of my sons went there. Two of my sons, one's there now. And when my older one was a freshman, walking around like to a track meet or something out there, and it came around the corner, he's like, "Jim Free." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, Coach Kyle remembers my name. How does that happen?" Like, I felt like this stature of things. But yeah, it's folks like that I think make such a difference for the long haul. And ironically, it had nothing to do with engineering. It was just like how to be passionate about what you do.
Oh my goodness, you guys didn't tell me
How about that?
Maureen, your dad is kind of a big deal, Maureen.
I was almost in tears. That was so sweet of him to say.
Oh my gosh.
And anybody out there who had him knows the quote.
Yep.
Yes.
I did not get in trouble and have to write the quote. But
and I was like, what is Mr. Kyle teaching these kids? Like, how to get out of trouble with Shakespeare. But that's what they remember.
Oh my gosh.
Now look at the success that Jim Free has had.
Wow.
We're going to have so much more of my exclusive interview with Jim coming up tonight at 6. It's incredible. He is just such a dear man, and we're so proud to have him from Cleveland, and he is so proud to be from Cleveland. So believe me, we are repped very, very well. Then don't forget tonight at 7:30, I'm so excited. Inside Artemis is a half-hour special to go inside Artemis. We're going to talk about all the science that is on board that rocket and the people behind the rocket, and the future that is still to be that is still to be told, which of course will be overseen by Jim Free himself. So, guys, I got to tell you, I just looked up over here to my left, and I can see the constellation Orion. Aww. I mean, the space capsule is named Orion. It's like everything is coming together. The clouds are clearing. We're beginning to see dusk on the horizon. The rocket is fueled. We're ready to go. Now we just wait.
Yes.
And it looks like right now there'll be a slight hold at the beginning of it. We had a 55-minute weather delay earlier, so it'll be after the 8:30 launch window opens, but we're waiting.
Oh my gosh, it's just so exciting all around. I mean, it's just, it is going to just make history. And we're so excited that you're there to witness it and bringing it to us live.
Yeah, you better be rolling on that phone when that earthquake's happening beneath you.
Betsy, thanks.
Yeah.
I can't get over that interview.
I'm gonna be hands-free and
Yeah,
watching.
just
Yes,
experiencing.
enjoy it.
You should. What a
Yeah,
beautiful
enjoy.
moment about your
I know.
dad.
I can't
I know,
get
that was
over
really
that.
touching. Thank you so much, Betsy. That was awesome.